Short Biography of Elvis Presley. Elvis Presley, a well-known singer, passes away in Memphis, Tennessee. He was 42 years old at the time. The death of the king of rock and roll drew throngs of mourners to his Memphis residence, Graceland. Doctors say he died of a heart attack caused by his prescription barbiturates addiction. Elvis Presley was born on January 8, 1935, in Tupelo, Mississippi. Jesse, his twin brother, died in the delivery room. Elvis Presley was up in poverty in Tupelo and Memphis, and after high school, he found work as a truck driver. He strolled into a Memphis recording studio when he was 19 and spent $4 to record a few songs for his mother as a present. The studio's proprietor, Sam Phillips, was captivated by Presley's raw, deep voice and invited him back to practice with some local musicians. Phillips decided to release Elvis' performance of the rhythm and blues song That's All Right as a single on his Sun Records label after hearing Elvis sing it. Presley's career was launched when the track reached the top of the local charts. He followed up with Hound Dog, Don't Be Cruel, a double-sided hit tune. Elvis Presley performed on The Ed Sullivan Show, a nationwide variety television show, in September 1956, and teens were enthralled by his energetic stage presence, excellent looks, and basic yet memorable tunes. However, many parents were disturbed by his sexually suggestive pelvic gyrations, and for his third appearance on The Ed Sullivan Show, Elvis was only videotaped from the waist up. Elvis Presley ruled the music charts from 1956 to 1958, ushering in the era of rock and roll and paving the way for both white and black rock singers. He starred in 4 popular films during this time period, all of which featured his soundtracks: Love Me Tender, 1956, Jailhouse Rock. Presley was drafted into the United States Army in 1958 and served as a Jeep driver in West Germany for 18 months. Teenage girls were heartbroken, but Elvis Presley's manager, Colonel Tom Parker, kept American youth occupied with recordings he had produced before his death. All 5 singles released during this time period went on to sell millions of copies. Elvis changed his approach after being discharged as a sergeant in 1960, eschewing edgy, rhythm and blues-inspired songs in favor of romantic, dramatic ballads like Are You Lonesome Tonight? In the 1960s, he stopped performing concerts to focus on his musical films, which included G.I. Blues, 1960, Blue Hawaii, 1961, Girls, 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 1962, Viva Las Vegas, 1964, and Frankie and Johnny, 1965. 1966. He married Priscilla Bewley in 1967, and their daughter, Lisa Marie, was born in 1968. By the end of the 1960s, rock and roll had undergone significant transformations, and Elvis Presley was no longer considered relevant by American teenagers. Many of his admirers were won back with a 1968 television special, but hits were tougher to come by. Burning Love, his final top 10 hit, was released in 1972. Despite this, he continued to amass a significant wealth by performing in profitable concerts and appearing on television. Elvis Presley's physical and mental health was deteriorating by the mid-1970s. In 1973, he divorced his wife and acquired a severe addiction to pharmaceutical medicines. He was also a junk food addict who had put on a lot of weight. He made sporadic theater performances and lived almost as a recluse in the last 2 years of his life. He was found unresponsive at his Graceland house on the afternoon of August 16, 1977, and transported to the hospital, where he was pronounced dead. He was laid to rest on the grounds of Graceland, which continues to draw visitors and has been turned into a popular tourist destination. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more updates.